So Arsenal Football Club are going to play another game in their title winning run, and obviously we are very excited because right now it feels like we are gaining momentum. We are gaining a lot of lost XG that we didn't have not cashed in on. I think next few fixtures maybe we are going to cash in more. You if you think that the Villa one was great, I think a lot of great things are coming. And one thing I would like to say about Bournemouth is that they are a bad side right now. They have not done really well in their last 5 to 10 fixtures. They have been losing a lot. They were unbeaten until they played Manchester City, and from there on, they haven't even won. I don't even remember if they have won a single game or not. But to pinpoint, having looked at all their highlights, 2 2 minute highlights, I know that their weak zone is again this zone, the Bukayo Saka and Odegaard zone. So maybe they will overcompensate just like Emery did, where I told you that their weakness is also this, and maybe they will leave this space empty. But I don't think they have the capability of what Aston Villa does in terms of players and resources. So I don't know if they can help themselves, but I think we Saka and Odegaard are going to again have a great match. And the second thing is they are weak aerially. So if they are weak in air, again, no issues for us. One thing they are good at is attacking. They have runners, they commit bodies up front. They are not scared of going toe to toe with any team, especially at their home. So probably they will give us a tough fight initially, but I think the way they have spend their energy, they are too like 100 miles per hour every single second, every single match. So they are going to tire off, and we are much more well rested, bigger squad, more mature, more sustainable approach towards football. And I feel like we are going to give them a lesson on in football come come tomorrow, come Saturday. So yeah, I am very confident of this game. And City are 4 points like behind us right now, and I feel like if we go 7 points ahead and they have to play Chelsea, I don't care if they have to play Chelsea team without Cucurella, without Casado. I still feel like if we are 7 points ahead and they still have Cole Palmer, they still have Esteval, they still have Enzo Fernandez, they still have Reece James. Reece James can play in the midfield with Enzo Fernandez, and they can find another right back and maybe play Malo Gusto in the left back, who is not as bad as some other teams would be. And Sunderland didn't have all their players. They didn't have Ballard. They didn't have a lot of players who have gone to AFCON, and they still competed with them. So I feel Chelsea still have a chance. But the fact that their manager is also gone, I don't know how the mental state of the players are, because this is not the case where the manager players wanted the manager out, or like the manager was not doing well and the club was not doing well. Players really loved the manager and it was going well. So I don't know how they are going to react to it. But pressure would be on Manchester City if we go 7 points clear. And Arsenal are looking really good right now. Odegaard is looking sensational. I'm just excited to watch Odegaard play every single game. And maybe people will debate, should average as a play and we should rest Odegaard for the Liverpool game, or should Saka even play and we should rest Saka for the Liverpool game? Should we rotate? Is this the fixture to rotate? Probably, maybe yes. Maybe this is the fixture where Eberechi gets space in these zones where he doesn't get space in other games. So maybe he can play. That is a possibility. I'm not saying that I would be so mad if Odegaard doesn't play. But the way Odegaard is playing, the way his comms everyone is watching, and the way I made a video on Odegaard way before, like when people were saying Rice should be our captain and this and that and cussing Odegaard for no reason at all. Obviously, I needed to make that video there because obviously I am the biggest Odegaard fan, and there is no one happier than me watching him lead the team again. That GIF everyone would have seen, that when they in the team huddle he goes, he looks like a captain. He is a leader, and the leader doesn't need to be the loudest one. The leader needs to be the calmest one. He needs to be actually respected in the dressing room or whatever, team room, whatever you call that. And yeah, that is all Odegaard does. He gains respect of everyone else. He treats everyone well. He is the mind of the team, and he is just a beautiful footballer to watch. And I think Zoe Mendy and Odegaard combining, these two are for sure my favorite footballers, because the technicality, the movement, the pass, weight of pass. These are the things I grew upon watching Arsene Wenger's team. So I will obviously love these kind of players. But one type of player I do not really relate to, but I have to appreciate, is Declan Rice, and he's going to be back. I don't know what Calafiori's status is, but if he would be back, that would be wonderful as well. And in some sense, these injuries give these players a little bit of rest as well, because Rice ideally wouldn't have been rested against Aston Villa ever, but he got rested in terms of like he was injured, but mentally also he can refresh a bit. So it is a blessing in disguise if players have small injuries, which forces Arteta to not play them, and then eventually they are fitter for the second half of the season. So that also seems pretty positive. My lineup would be, I would start Gabriel Jesus in this game. So I will start Gabriel Jesus. I will go with Saka, but I will make sure that if we are 2 goals ahead, if we get a lead, I will like to substitute Saka very early in this game. I won't push him too hard. And then I'll have Eze in this position. I'll give Trossard also a rest, but ideally you will see Martinelli playing in this position. I'll play Odegaard here. I'll play Rice, Zubimendi. Then I'll play Timber. I don't think it is. I don't trust uh, Ben White right now. I'll play Gabriel obviously, and then I'll play Hincapie because I don't know if Calafiori is fit or not. Even if he's fit, I'll just rest him for the home fixture against Liverpool. And then like I will also like to rest Zubimendi early on. I can't afford to not play him from the start, but I like to rest him early on. I will play Rice for the full 90. I'll rest Odegaard and Saka when they want to come off. I'll bring Martinelli from the bench, and then I'll bring Madueke from the bench. I'll bring Ben White from the bench to give Timber a rest. Maybe I don't think you can rest these three. I don't think we have too many options right now. Maybe a Miles Lewis Kelly can come in and Gabriel can be rested again. So those sort of things can happen obviously, and that is going to be our plan. And this is going to be, these sort of fixtures are not that difficult, but you cannot take your eyes off the ball. You cannot just be like, oh, Bournemouth are not having a great time, so we are going to just win there. It is going to be difficult. We remember last year, Bournemouth, we got the red card and then we got smashed absolutely. So that should not be happen. We should remember what happened last year, and we should be ready for the revenge, because last year whatever fixture we fumbled upon, we are winning them all, and we are really gaining up points from last season. So I think already we are 10 points up on last year's fixtures, which makes it 84 points already. If we win this fixture, will be then 87, and if we defeat Liverpool, will be 89, which 89, 90, 91, 92, these sort of numbers, title winning numbers. 89 has not been a title winning number for us, but I think this season, if you get to 89, you're going to win the league. And there are a lot of talks about, oh, this league is not, this time the league is not to that standard. But weren't Chelsea one of the best teams in the world, the best team in the world a few days ago, a few weeks ago? And weren't Manchester City going to steamroll everybody else? And haven't Liverpool made 450 million signings, and they are looking for more? City are going to sign some new. Rodri is back. It's not like Rodri is not back. And even if you look at Aston Villa, they are having such a good run. Morgan Rogers in such great form, and they are firing from all cylinders. You have Newcastle's in the bottom 10. Tottenham are always in the bottom 10. Man United were doing well with Mbomo and Bruno Fernandes, and everyone was in form. but somehow everyone is saying that we in the league is very weak. I think the league is so strong that everyone is looking relatively weak, but it is very strong. So that showed up when Chelsea absolutely smashed Barcelona, and then they drew to Arsenal. They showed that the level of teams there are in the Premier League, but Chelsea cannot consistently beat every Premier League team because the level is so high. So I don't get why people all the time start saying the league is not so good when it is actually competitive. People don't like it. So yeah, whatever. But I think overall in football only the quality has gone below a certain level where it used to be, like Yaya Toure, Aguero, and Rooney, Van Persie, Alexis Sanchez, Mesut Ozil, Eden Hazard, Kante, Drogba. What, like these sort of players levels? Those were different times. I think Gerrard, everyone, like all the teams. Liverpool didn't even qualify for the Champions League for so many years, but they had Gerrard, and these sort of players used to play in their teams, and it was the old times were actually much better in terms of quality of football, but it is very competitive still. It is not like Premier League teams are not spending much, or they are not the best teams in the world right now. They are the best teams in the world right now, and I think a Premier League team is going to win the Champions League as well. So winning the Premier League is even more prestigious, and I think Arsenal, when we lift the Premier League title, it is going to show how good we are, and it is going to show you that if you trust the process, you will eventually get the result. And with that, I don't know why I'm saying that so early on, but it feels like a title winning season, and I hope we prove that tomorrow as well against Bournemouth when we go to their stadium. I hope we smash them. My prediction would be a 3-0. I think we'll be very comfortable and we won't be conceding. And goals from Saka, goals from maybe another goal from Gabriel or Timber. I can see Timber scoring a header, and probably from the bench, maybe an Eberechi goal as well. I think, but it looks like Eberechi can score. Obviously, I've not talked about Semenyo and their Adam Smith, whatever players they have. I don't even remember their names as well. Tavernier, I remember. Uh, I think Adam Smith or someone scored from the half line against Sunderland. So I remember that I was watching that game and I thought Bournemouth are so energetic and everything is going fine. They are attacking well, but they commit too many bodies up front, and when they lose the ball in the middle of the park, then they are very vulnerable. So I don't think they can afford to do that, but I haven't seen them do anything else. So that would be difficult for them to get out of character and just have all the men back behind the ball, set deep. So that is going to be the problem for Bournemouth, but let's see what happens. I'll see you after the fixture, and let's hope I'm happy. Bye.